too. Oh, mercy. I don't know. I don't know how many people show up or what. So far, showing none, but I don't know what it's going to do. Ain't never any telling what's going to happen. Hopefully, there'll be some people come in. I don't know. As it goes out, dirt road. What's up? Brian's a minute late. I'm waiting to see if it starts showing some people. Right now, it's showing one person and 2 thumbs up. Take the Sean outdoors. What's up? Made it as promised. That's right. What's up, Kurt? No, what's up, buddy? Woodchuck man, family master, Jonathan. There we go. Now we got some people jumping in. Cannonball! Cannonball! I got some saws to show y'all today. We'll look at them here in a little bit. I thought it was. You was right there in the bunch, Noah. I think there was a delay, so I don't know who was first, and because sometimes it does goofy stuff. And they ain't never no telling which one it might be. There's JK. What's up, buddy? There's Jonathan. Jonathan Cox, what's up, brother? Last, I just cannot. So I run the little saw that I call the Screaming Meanie. Orange saws all the way. Well, look here, Josh. See if you can. I'm going to give you just a sneak peek. Look at this. Yep. There's some orange. Just chilling, nice weather. That's right. I got the doors open and everything. Y'all know I run the little saw that I call a Screaming Meanie, which we thought was a 192 rear handle. And when I tore it down to port it, it wound up being a 193 rear handle, a 193 CE to be exact. And, well, to be honest with you, Danny, what's up, buddy? To be honest with you, I always thought the little rear handle, the top handle to the rear handle, cylinder in the intake, that should be about it, Sean. Cylinder kit, intake, and the clamp go intake, that should be enough converted. Christoph, what's up, buddy? I'm probably breaking up, Danny. It already kicked me out the first 14 seconds I was in here. I've got the door standing open. I turned the locator off on my phone, cleaned everything out. I have no idea why it's doing this. Our service around here has been spotty. I'm hoping that it'll pick up and fly okay. I hope so anyway. I don't know that it's going to. Our service has been spotty. It's been showing 5G, but it's been slow. And Christoph said his is fine. It may straighten out. I'm not 100% sure. It should clear up, I hope. Because I've got everything as cleaned up as I can possibly clean it up. Unless there's some junk running in the background that I just ain't found. Which is the case. But back to what I was telling y'all. You know, I run the little Screaming Meanie and I ordered it. No, you could hardly see. Maybe it'll come in, though. I hope so anyway. I need to put a backdrop up because the more stuff the camera sees, the the harder it is for it to work. But I I have an 020 rear handle, not an 020 AV, an 020 rear handle, and I actually managed to put it together the other day. While I was doing that, I found the little Echo rear handle that I had from my cousin's old place years ago that I've had for a long time. I think I may pull the trigger on a cheeseburger. That's right. Can the McCulloch block with a broken axle still be saved? I broke this by securing for a right hand starter clutch. You know what type this was? I think 1010. Yeah, it needs a crank in it, Christoph. I could probably fix the crank, but I probably won't. Your screen looks like Canadian military camouflage. That doesn't surprise me, East Coast. Yeah, I need to get Starlink. Hopefully it'll straighten up. Corn, what's up? Hey, bud, fixed up home my 750 clutch engaged all the time. Don't touch the clutch. Didn't touch the clutch, only replaced the fuel stuff. What makes a clutch engage? Always engage. You might have to pull the clutch off and look at it, but the bearing could be stuck. There could be something wrapped up in it, or the springs in the clutch could be bad and just letting the shoes fly out. I'd check the spring. I'd take it off and see if you take the cover off, see if you can do something against it and stop the clutch. If you can't, you probably need springs on the clutch. But what I was saying is, years ago, I had a little top handle or rear handle Echo, and I found it the other, and I may have fixed it and got it running again. No, I don't think it. I think it still needs a little bit of stuff done, but I did get it running and cut with it. And I ordered a brand new saw. I know I shouldn't have. Did you order the whole box saw? Fix something? Yeah, I've already used the coil, Christoph. Yeah, it's cutting out a lot. I've moved the phone around. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Hopefully it'll straighten up. Y'all let me know how it's doing. All right. Maybe it'll. I've moved the phone over, and sometimes it does better when I do that. Welcome to the channel, first timers, True Blues, our moderators, and everybody else. Yeah, I have no idea, Brian. It's like that in the house too. Preferred Saws, what's up, buddy? Everyone doing well in this fine Saturday? Much love from Cali. Good to see you, buddy. Hopefully it'll stay here. Hopefully it'll stay clear now. I'm in full 720 now. Woohoo! Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Y'all, I really don't. I sit in there in my chair, and if I set my phone on the table, the smart view will be blurry, and I can reach and have the phone set like this. I can take the phone and just turn it sideways on the table, and it'll clear up. Ever ported and muffler modded a 572? I'm pretty sure I did a couple weeks ago, Ruger. I had a 572 in here, and yes, I think I did muffler modded and ported. I believe I did. I liked the 572. I did a 592, and I got to run JK's 585 while I was up there at Smitty's place, and I really liked that thing. I told him it needed some port work. And the Goofy Oregon bar is rare here. Yeah, I seen that, Christoph. Now, I hadn't got everything out of the box yet, but I did find the bar under there. And there's some cool stuff in that box, Christoph. I really do appreciate that. If y'all didn't know, y'all probably don't know because I hadn't made any videos. I've got to get back to videoing, y'all. I just ain't had it in me. if you see this mess that's in here and working on the truck and just going at it, what's up, Brandon? It's super hard to run a stock saw. That's right. It is. But I don't remember where I was at in this conversation. What's up, Darryl? But I can't remember. But to recap, yeah, it's not bad stock, but it's probably a lot better than Muffler Mod. Brian, can't imagine you finding treasures in your treasure chest to play with. I'm going to show you some of them treasures here shortly. We'll fire some of them up because I want to lead up and show y'all what all I got going on. What's up, Chris? Family Master. Yeah, it cleared up after I moved the phone over. Why? I have no idea why. All I know is it does it. But we've got several calls we're going to fire up. Hopper, do you know if the folks in North Carolina need firewood cut? Now that I don't know yet, Joey. I have not been in contact with hardly anybody since. A buddy of mine's been running over that stuff, and he has not filled me in with anything. They're doing pretty good, Ruger. Mama's at the barn working right now and got the baby with her. Boo and Raina went down there to visit Papa and get a snack from him. And I got them watching some TV in there in the house and told Boo if she had any trouble, just come out here and get me. So I'm trying to let as many people get on as I can, so when I start showing stuff, people don't say, well, what did you fire up? I hear Papa's buggy, so he's probably bringing them back. But I've been working on the truck some more. I went to do the cam synchronizer the other day. This is the cam sensor synchronizer. As you can see, I've got it in my hand and it's not in the truck because when I pulled it out, it was wore slam out. But I did manage to find another one and get it put in there. Let's try moving the phone a little bit again. If you hear anything about it, maybe we can get a help out. It would be nice to pull the wood splitter up there and just go up there and split wood all day long. Going to fire up a few Macs for me since all mine got torched. I don't know if I got anything down. I don't know if I got any Macs down right now that I can get to, Brian. How did the truck go this week? So far, the truck's doing a lot better now. I got the exhaust put on, got the cam synchronizer and all changed. I drove it to the church today, and she seems to be running good. Tried to fix an axle fiberglass handle. Unfortunately, used 5-minute Gorilla 2-part epoxy. Oh, yeah. You can cut them things out and put a wood handle in them. It's not too awful bad, Brian, but it is a little aggravating. On this channel, I probably have second video of the year. That's right. Like I'll be in a saw shop if you need me. That's right. Circle of death for me, loud and clear. That's right. Casterman, what's up, buddy? You got that right. All right. We got about 30 people in here. Best live feed for Saturday. I'm hoping one of these days we can get some Starlink or something, Family Master, and get it where this laggy, pesterating stuff gets straightened out. What's up, Chad? Good to see you, buddy. I've been trying to restructure some of my bills and stuff like that to get things cut out. I think I'm going to redo some stuff and see if we can't get rid of some things and switch over to something else. And maybe we can get the Starlink in here and get something set up. But if y'all give me a minute, I'm going to go grab a couple of these saws and we'll have a look at them. gotta go far. But, oh, mercy. I'm going to set that one right there. I'm going to set this one right here, just out of view. Got both my thumbs up. Suddenly better. The man who has everything. Well, to a point that is true. Hey, Hopper, what do you think? What do you think a steel 251C is worth? Yeah, is it new or used? I think new, they're like about $300 and some dollars. So used, probably about half of that, depending on what it looks like. You've been in my thoughts, Brian. Sorry about the garage. Oh, yeah. That's one thing I was going to tell everybody. If they didn't know, Brian's garage burnt down the other night, and he did lose a lot of valuable stuff. So what we're going to be doing is trying to find some stuff to replace some of the stuff that Brian lost. So if any of y'all got any old Macs that you don't want, he's looking for some of the bigger ones. We're just going to send them to him. Now, luckily, I have not sent him his saw that's up there on that shelf. Now, he has wanted me to, but I have not done it. And luckily I didn't, because it's still up there on the shelf. So, at least I got that one. Get excited to saw startup time. That's right. Hello, everyone. Just in time. Was welding, and it started raining on me, so I came in here. There you go, Dave. Somewhere in the small box is a white plastic mouth for a carburetor. You were looking for a piece like that a long time ago. I wonder if it fits. I'm going to go through it all eventually, Christoph. But honestly, the amount of work that I've been doing lately has been, it's been way off the charts for me. I have just had so much going on between trying to do customer stuff, fix stuff for myself, and work on the truck. I have just been slam covered up. Now, if I had somebody here to help me film, that would be nice. And maybe one day I'm going to find somebody. As soon as I get a new garage built, I'll be happy to take any Macs I can get. That's what we're going to do. We're going to get Brian a collection of Macs that exceeds what he had before, because, you know, that's what we do around here. But back to the top handle story, or no, the top handles with the rear handles on them. I don't even know what you call them. All I know is they look like top handles, but they have rear handles. But anyway, here we are. This is one. I have a couple of McBricks. I've got a CS 3450 that is this thing right here. They used to be like a 3300 or something, which you notice the little stoppers out of there where the high and low screw are. I actually have the little stopper here in my pocket. So I'm going to pop it back in this hole before I lose it, because the little tag lines broke off of it, and they're almost impossible to find. So I'm going to pop him back in there. Yes, it's a little echo. This is the muffler mod. Now, I do not know if this thing will crank for me today or not, but we're going to try, because I did go through the carburetor stuff the other day. I think it's got a little bit of an air leak or something, but we're going to see if it'll fire off. Because this little saw's got a lot of compression, but I'm going to tear it down, probably port it. Oh. Come on now. The throttle stop don't work. Sometimes it cranks, sometimes it don't. What's up, Ralph? Come on. I'll get it in a minute, maybe. Acts like the needle's leaking in the carburetor a little bit, which it may be. It may be. I'm planning on tearing it completely back down though, so I'm not that worried about it. But that's one of them. Now, I know you've seen the little screaming meanie. Yep, she runs good. How you doing, Mama Taz? I'm in the running for a P38 from Switzerland. Woo, that'd be nice. All right, that's the little Echo. Now y'all seen the screaming meanie on one of the other videos, I'm pretty sure. Because didn't we fire it up last time? If anybody remembers, say yeah. This right here is the big brother to the screaming meanie. There's one of the gas caps. This thing ran completely out of fuel the other day. So I've got to put some fuel in it because it ran out. So I know this one ain't got no fuel in it. Might take me a minute to start it, but we're gonna give it a shot and see what happens. That's the right. No, I do not like these steel caps, JK. I'd much rather have the flippy caps. I know you like the screw-on ones, but I do not share that same thought. Now this is a 200 or an 020 rear handle. Looks like a 200T. Has the party in the rear. I have had this sitting in pieces. I even got my dog on it. I have had this sitting in pieces, and I finally got her put together the other week. And no, I didn't buy this. I make these too. I've been making them for years, so I just don't build that many of them. We're going to try to fire this one up so y'all can hear what this one sounds like. Because this little rascal right here has got support work on it. There we go. We run out of bar oil. But that's the little 020 rear handle. So that's 3. Now, I'm not decided what I'm going to do with this one yet. But I'm going to set it over here on the floor for now. All right. Now, I've considered not showing everybody this one yet. But since y'all are on here, I bought something the other day. And JK's going to love this. Uh-oh. Look at that. Brand new one. A CS361P. And I can't really start this one at the moment because it literally has not a drop of gas in it because it's never had any gas in it. I ordered this thing brand new. It come in yesterday. There's the little air filter, the little cover. This is a light little saw. I like on it pretty good. It is a little bit heavier than the other one, but you can still hold it out like this. And, you know, I do want to fire that up for you, but I do not want to put gas in it because I want to port it first. I don't want to know how it was stock. Yeah, buddy William, she's shiny. It's so new that I even got the winter chip guard cover to go on it. And this thing actually looks pretty cool. I thought about putting it on there. I don't know how it would affect it during the summertime though. My tree at that. Old timer, what's up, buddy? But I don't want to put any gas in the 361 yet. Yeah, I think it's 35.8. It's a 355T with a rear handle on, is what it is. And Tasman, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. I know y'all would say, well, Hopper, if you want one light, why did you get the 355? It's because it's a lot cheaper than the 2511. That's awesome, Ralph. Hope you're doing well, buddy. I told you that you was going to church on our prayer list that they said congratulations. They was happy to hear you was doing better. So we appreciate you. That's awesome, buddy. Because you don't hear a lot of good things coming out of stuff a whole lot anymore. You hear people going the other way, but not, that way. Yeah, the 2511s went crazy. The 2511 rear handle saw was like, it was over $100 more than that one. And I figured that one had a little more power, so I got it instead. Because I'm running 18-inch bars on these little rear handle saws. Now, none of them are rated to pull an 18-inch bar. The little Echo has a 14 on it. It's not 18. It wouldn't pull an 18 if you put it on there. It does good to pull the 14. So I'm thinking about porting it, and if I do, I might film it. Because they are a pain in the butt to port. I've done a top handle a while back. If y'all remember that one. Something in the air this week. A lot of people around me in a good mood. I don't think it was in the air, Ruger. Oh, mercy. Yeah, I'm sure if we're still yet, William, if we're not careful, that'd probably get us thrown off the air. Joey says he has the top. Yeah, Joey got to experience the top. Hey, Joey, just let me borrow that motor and I'll give you this one. I don't have to port it. Oh, mercy. Nah, I'm gonna pull this thing down, put some numbers on it. I don't know exactly when. I got several port jobs I got to get done. I'm hoping that little thing, my plans are, out of all these rear handles, I'm going to keep at least one of them, maybe two. So when I get done with all of them, I may sell one or two of them. I may give that little Echo to somebody. I've got somebody in mind that really needs it. Well, he don't really need it, but it would make his day if I give it to him and just, made it something else. And we still got you on the prayer list, Ralph, so we still praying for you, buddy, even if you are still sick. Yeah, I don't usually take people off a prayer list, Ralph. So we're still praying for you, buddy. County Line, what's up, brother? A little bit smoky in here. I'm blowing some of the smoke out. I don't know, Chris. I don't know. That's right. Hopper, keep your eyes open for clean 572. I've been hunting some. Ah, what's up, buddy? How you doing? I'm tired, y'all. I had a lot of leg problems last night. I'm wearing them extra long socks today, so that helps a lot with my legs. So if I seem tired, it's because I am. Of course, you notice in a lot of the live feeds, I'm tired in a lot of my live feeds because I'm just tired all the time. Oh, but I'm trying to get to feeling better and stuff like that. Been drinking a lot of water. Anytime you want a handle, you got it. Your money don't work around here. I'm happy to see him. Jeremiah, I didn't see your comment come in. I just backed up and seen it. What's up, buddy? Thank you, Family Master. We need all we can get. You got a delivery.
Yep. Just for you.
All right. All right, now look out, y'all. Hey, Rocky. All right, y'all.
Okay, Sofa.
Take him outside, baby, so he can do what he needs to do. Oh, that's my muffler. I kind of, when I was working on the little steel, I didn't have a muffler, but one of my buddy's saws was here and it had a muffler on it. So I kind of stole the muffler off of his and I just ordered another muffler to put back on his saw. And if you're wondering, his saw is an aftermarket saw, so aftermarket muffler. I'm gonna throw it in that box right on there, so I can never find it again. Just got back from the woods doing a little archery hunting. That's good. Thinking about starting a new adventure. That does sound fun, JK. I'm thinking about starting new adventures too. Just don't know what kind of adventures I need to get into. Oh, antique tractor pulling. I did that for a while. We had a little 47 Model A. I used to pull sled with that thing. It was a pretty good little old tractor. Is it an excellent adventure? Every adventure is an excellent adventure. Yeah. Oh, Casterman. It's been a long time since I've seen that. Rock on, Ted. Oh, mercy. For the younger in the bunch, Casterman is referencing Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Had Keanu Reeves and the other fella, I can't remember his name. But it was good stuff. Got a pair of 1940 JDHs. I would like to sell, super nice shape. Woo! That would be a lot of fun, Ruger. I like them old John Deere. I like the old Farmalls too. I ain't gonna lie. I do like them both. What was the carburetor for? Ryan? Everything is excellent until your wife finds out. Alex Winter. That's right. I couldn't remember his name, saved my life. Everything is excellent to you, wife. But he ran a brake shop here in town. He used to hot rod riding mowers. I've always wanted to do a pulley swap on a lawnmower, take the back one and the front one and switch them. It make a lot of noise when you do that because it spins the differential really fast. Oh, mercy. But I don't remember where we were at. I can't remember. But anyway, that's right. Oh, somebody was talking about me having all kinds of stuff, having everything that you need. I actually replaced a mailbox for a feller the other week. That was pretty funny because he called and said, he needed a mailbox. He had to go by and try to find one. I said, just come over here. He's like, but I need a mailbox. I was like, I got one. Just come over here. And we fixed him up a mailbox, and he couldn't believe I had a mailbox.
Daddy, this is Jeremy.
What is it?
This is Daddy. This is Daddy.
It's scary.
Daddy.
It says, oh, that's one of them.
That's yours.
Yeah.
Daddy.
Huh? I love you too. Go stay with Sissy, okay? Be careful. That's just trash, baby. I get these things in the mail all the time. Oh, mercy. She's just the cutest thing. Yeah, she's finally getting where she sort of listens now, Family Master. That's the best part. Hey, there's Mama Hopper. She's over at the barn right now. Grandpa had a farm off from the early 60s. That's right. That 47 model that we had, it had 2 fuel tanks on it, one for gas and one for kerosene. And I thought that was amazing. That son gonna run you to death if you let her. I don't know what she's doing now. Oh yeah, I've worked on some of them old Massey Fergusons. I've worked on some of the old Fergusons too, like TO 20, and TO 15, TO 30s. I did run the ProMac 850 last week. So much compression that my hand hurts. Maybe a decomp valve is. It may not be that it's not good, Christoph. Those channels stop up sometimes, and you have to take the spark plug out, take the screw out, and run something through that channel and clear the carbon out. And then if you put it at top dead center, you take the spark plug out and you punch through with a like this, turn it. You work the carbon out of it, then take an air hose and blow it, and a lot of times it'll spit that carbon out the spark plug hole. Or if you've got one of the ones where you can put air in the spark plug hole, you can start putting air in the spark plug hole and then start twisting the screwdriver in there, and it'll blow the carbon back out the hole. Either way, it's usually pretty good because you can get it out either way. You just got to try not to knock a big chunk in there because it'll stick to the top of the piston sometime and make them knock. Oh, hold on. Bringing back my childhood. Yep, these John Deere H's have 2 fuel tanks, kerosene and farm fuel. That's right. Yeah. Because they said, I think a gallon of gas costs 25 cents and a gallon of kerosene costs 5 cents. So you would crank it on a small fuel tank with gasoline. You'd get it hot and then switch it over to kerosene and run kerosene. You just didn't cut it off till you switched it back to gasoline. Has been great. I've ran about 4 or maybe 5 tanks. Seems like rings are seating. Added a 5/8 port to the exhaust. She purrs. Oh yeah, they do a pretty good job, Brandon. Yep, that's exactly right. Sure enough. Get one that runs on LP. Everyone, don't forget to give a thumbs up. I'm glad you said that, John, because I was not thinking about that. Yeah, if you just come in, don't forget to give your thumbs up. I'm going to put a little peroxide on my sore finger, y'all. I got this hole popped up in my finger, and I have no idea what it's from, but it is sore. So we're going to open it up, squirt a little of that there peroxide in it. Let it eat it up. I know some people say peroxide's not good for this and that and the other, but it always makes it feel better, so I do it that way. Wonder if you could run a wood splitter on wood gas. I mean, I've seen them run generators on, Dave. I don't know why you couldn't run the wood splitter on it too. Making that gasification plant is kind of hard sometimes. You got to get them good and tight. I'm thinking the NH82 will be much lighter compared to lugging the 288 for smaller jobs. Yeah. I have to show you the Casterman finger bandage. 0200 International. I used to be into OTTPA, for those of y'all that don't know, of course. Anybody that knows me could only imagine that I would be in something like that. I got to get a little nasal spray, so I'm going to slide off screen and shoot it up right quick because my sinuses are getting where I can't breathe. I know this stuff ain't good for you either, but y'all can't understand me if I can't breathe through my nose. I don't like using it, and thank God I don't have to use it like I used to, because I used to have to use it every day. I got in an accident and wound up breaking my nose and having my nose fixed, and they fixed a lot of that stuff too. Dad loved iodine when I was a kid. It killed, but it worked. That's right. Can I put my email on here for Casterman, or is it not allowed? You should be able to, old timer. The only reason that you're a moderator, so it should let you. If somebody puts their email address up there, it just won't let it show unless one of the moderators clicks on it. Better than snorting a line. That's right. How's Drew doing? Have seen him lately? Yeah, we usually have tacos with him about every Monday. Nasacort has never helped me at all, Casterman. They've given me that 3 or 4 times, the doctor has, and it doesn't help my sinuses at all. I don't know why. Even the doctor couldn't understand why it didn't work. But when I had an accident where I got smashed and it broke my nose plumb off. And when I went and had the rhinoplasty done, I told the doctor that I had sinus issues, and he went in there and fixed some of those while he was in there. Now, just sometime when the weather starts to change, I'll get stuffy for a little while and have to use a little bit of nasal spray, but usually it clears up and I can go back to breathing again. And I don't usually use it all summer long. I'm pretty thankful for that, because for 15 years or so, I had to use nasal spray almost every day. And I hate that stuff. I hate using it. I don't like it. Yeah, I don't know. I think mine was just a problem from the time I was little, Family Master. But I had an accident in 2000 and 6, 2007. And that's when I got it fixed. Well, see, I don't go to the doctor now, Jonathan, because I don't have any insurance. So I self-medicate. I've almost got a doctor's degree in home medicine. Yeah. I ain't killed myself yet, so I'm doing pretty good. What's up, Fred? That's a carpenter. I'll probably die from some lung disease. Yeah, that's probably right. You're probably right. I'll go to the doctor one of these days. They'll tell me my catalytic converter's stopped up. Your catalytic converter's all stopped up, Gooter Nugget. What's up, Zachary? Good to see you. Dinner time. I ate just before we come out here. I made the young'un some chicken nuggets and some pizza rolls, and I had me one of them. Got some cool stuff. My wife broke my nose once. She said it was an accident, and I was afraid to disagree. Old timer. I'm going to tell her you said that. I run so much dirt through my schnoz, it ain't funny. Yeah, because I don't like wearing them breathing apparatuses and stuff. Like, I'd rather just breathe the junk in and let my lungs deal with it. It's how you make your lungs tougher. So I have the same problem. I've been blowing out walnut dust. Another broken nose coming up. Yeah, Mama, Brian's on here. We talked about it. I told everybody because there was a few people that didn't quite know, and told them what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to find Brian up some mics, and when he gets his new shop built, we're gonna load him down with him, give him so much work to do he won't know what to do. But we need to chip in and see if we can get him a fire suppression system built to go in his shop too. One of them, if a fire starts, the sprinklers automatically come on. When I'm grinding, I filter all my air through a cigarette filter. Hopefully with it lit, Dave. If I use nasal spray too much, I get nosebleeds. It depends on the kind of nasal spray that you use, William. There's two different ones that are primarily used. One starts with a P and the other one starts with an O. The one that starts with a P is the one that I prefer to use. It works almost instantly and you don't have to use as much of it. And it lasts for a very long time. So say I get ready to go to bed and my nose is stuffy. I can usually take a couple hits off of that and I'll usually sleep most all through the night before I wake up with a stuffy nose. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm having a hard time with my eyes. Keeping them open sometimes is a real pain. That's right. How's work coming, Mama? You getting her did? You skulls and dust mask for a cigarette. Yeah, because that makes sense. I can't say nothing, y'all. I smoked for years. I did. I smoked. I started smoking when I was probably around 6 years old. I learned how to smoke cigarettes. I smoked all through my childhood. It did not stunt my growth. That is a lie. Smoking does not stunt your growth, according to me. But I smoked for a long time. I really did. Then I finally decided one day I wasn't going to smoke anymore, so I started stopping. And eventually I quit altogether. I quit a couple of times, but when I finally decided I wasn't going to smoke anymore, I quit. And that was the end of it. It probably was. I hate I didn't get to come to Bunyan, y'all. Attaboy, that's right. He could smoke one faster than anyone I've ever seen. I walked to his truck and we used to smoke them in high school during the morning break. We'd sit in there and hot box them. You just burn up one of them just as fast as you could burn it up. I may have to go in here and snatch a knot in somebody's hind end here in a minute. Blues Freak, what's up, buddy?
Daddy,
I hear it. Raina?
we want candy. So I want to go ask you.
Well, if you got some, give her a piece or two. Just a little piece, okay? How you doing, Blues Freak? That's the bad thing. That is part of the problem is men went from smoking Marlboro Reds and started vaping strawberry shortcake. I did do some vaping for a while, Ruger. It did help me get off of the cigarettes. And you're right, because I found out there was several different kinds that were like so much better than, it was like you were eating cupcakes all the time. Smelled better than cigarette smoke, but you know. Hey, y'all, always a good confirmation on here. What's the best way to seal the gas tank on a Mac 1010? I put new rubber on it, but still leaking. 4 more stalls to clean. That's good. All right. That's good, Mama. I'm going to answer this question here. Adam, this stuff right here, it's called Seal All. It is approved for gasoline and several other things. It's resistant to most everything. If your gas tank is leaking on your 1010, if you take that seal out, put some of this in the bottom, in the little slot, push the seal down in there, and then put the top on and tighten her up and let her set overnight. But wipe the excess off around the sides before you leave it, because it's a real pain in the butt to get off if you let it dry. You need to potty train Hopper. Wait a minute, I'm potty trained, old timer. She's cleaning horse stalls, not mine. I only crap the corner of my stall. I loaned my old 266 to a friend. He said it fouls the plug every 10 minutes. Any suggestions? Didn't mix the gas right. Now, if it's fouling the plug, there's probably something going on, Blues Freak. And they ain't no just telling exactly what it is without kind of looking at it. I can't think of what might be causing it, but of course you could make sure that he is mixing the gas right, because that could be part of it. Yeah, you can get that stuff, Adam. It's not very expensive. The little bottle's only like $3 and something at the hardware store around here, and the big bottle's like $5 or $6. And I don't have a problem buying the big bottle. The problem is that it sometimes will dry up before you get a big bottle used, so I get the small bottle. The guy says that to me about coffee. And when I stood up, he looked up. He looked at me. He says, that was a lie. Ain't no problem, buddy. I told him to close the gap and adjust the high screw. Just be careful, Blues Freak. If he turns the high screw in too much, he might burn it up. You might want to go get it and tune it for him. run it a little bit in some wood, pull the plug back out and see what color it is. You want it to be like a chocolate color. Like this. This one here is a little. There's a video online on how to install a John Deere JD chip in a Mac. One cable version. But I have chips with two cables, old school chips, black and gray. How does that work? I don't know exactly how it works, Christoph, but I told her to give you one or two little pieces. Now, after that, you need to sit down and watch your video, okay? The one wire, you just hook the one wire up to where the point's hooked. On the two wire, you ground one of them, and the other one hooks to the points wire. You just go from the negative around to the screw. Christoph, if you hook it up like that and something happens and it don't seem like it runs right, try switching the two wires and see how that does. If you can't find it local, Adam, just order some off Amazon. They got it. It may just need a new plug. It's an old saw that I do not use. Okay. It could just need a new plug. Of course, like if it's set to run on 32 to 1, he's running on 50 to 1. It's going to be rich on gas. Now, they usually don't fire the plug, but, I mean, it is possible. It is possible. That's right. My little saws are 026s and 346s. Yeah, I've got to, I still got to get on my 346 one of these days. I got that one that I won off of Facebook from Sean Billingsley. And I have not even done anything with it other than cranked it and slung clutch off of it. I got to get after it one day. I know. I just got so many irons in the fire, I can't keep track of which one's hot and which one's not. Can't keep track of which one's hot and which one's not. But that's the way I do things. I never know exactly what I'm doing. Nobody can predict what I'm doing because I don't even know. All right, Ralph, have a good night, buddy. Have a good day at church, brother. We appreciate you. Keep us in your prayer list because we need all the help we can get to. Oh. Anybody else got any questions for today? God is good. Amen, Ralph. That's right. We appreciate you, buddy. And we still be praying for you. Missed you last week. Came on at a different time. I don't remember what we was doing last week, Fred. Smash the thumbs up, everyone. That's right. Be back after a bit. Gonna eat. All right, Brandon. Sounds good. There's been a couple days that we've had stuff going on, so I try to still get the live feed in. That's right, Family Master. Prayer is powerful. I know what's wrong with it. Ain't got no gas in it. That happens around here a lot. Oh, after our conundrum last week, I did find the alcohol jug finally. Or did I find it on the live feed? I found it. We mixed some alcohol. Sorry, y'all. Brain don't work. My brain is not doing brainy things today. Still helping out with the storm workers. I haven't been back up our old timer. We're trying to get scheduled to go back up there. I would like to go do another week, but I don't know if everybody can go do another week. And it's rough getting everything straightened away. I'm hoping we were supposed to go back the end of the month last month, and we hadn't made it back yet. And he's talking about the first of this month, and well, it's about a third of the way through the month now. So hopefully it won't be much longer. I'm hoping we can make a couple of days up there. I would really like to go back up there. I've got the truck straightened out. And that would be good. Well, honestly, Family Master, I enjoyed it. I hate the fact of what is going on that we have to go up there and take care of. But being able to go up there and take care of it has been an amazing thing. And the generosity of the people who donated money for us to go and do it, because everything I did was 100% donation. I didn't charge anybody for any of the work that I did. But the Lord sent the money. There were several people donated some money. Tanton, he comes on here. He's a really good feller. Him and his wife donated a substantial amount of money for me to be able to go up there and back. He paid for several trips up there and back. Our local Napa donated some stuff for me to take up there to use to help them boys keep their saws going and stuff. I worked on some people's stuff while I was up there, people who live in the area. And a lot of them come and ask me if I was charging or doing it for free. And I simply told them, I said, what I'm doing is I'm fixing stuff. If you don't have money, then I will fix it for free. If you don't want to pay anything, I'll fix it for free. If you feel like making a small donation, we'll take donations, but you're not obligated to pay anything at all if you need something done. And there were some people who didn't have any money, and I fixed stuff for them for free. And there were some people that had some money, and I fixed stuff for them, and they'd donate $10, $5, $20, $30. Just if they had something, they donated a little bit to help somebody else out, and it kept us going and kept us up there, and things are getting took care of. And it was amazing. It was amazing to be able to go and do it. I'll be 70 on the 14th, so I don't drive too far now unless someone's with me. I understand that, old timer. Johnny Arnett finally got a break. Made it for a minute or two. Hello, brother. Good to see you. Good to see you, Johnny. Johnny, you got to come down here one day so we can put that recoil spring in your ProMac 1000 and make a video of it so people can watch us do that. I think you're going to enjoy getting her done. Thank you, Family Master. I enjoyed it. I cannot lie. I enjoyed it. Because helping people out, getting stuff is is good, but giving stuff makes you feel better, I think. I loved it. Christoph says, stupid question. A dog spike on a mic is a small tooth above or below. I always thought above, but I still regularly find those that are the other way around. What is original? I'm trying to remember how they're made, Christoph. Usually the bigger spike's on the bottom. Like on this one here. You know, now this is a 3-dog from Nick Stokely. I did order. I ordered the bar and that. I ordered it separate. But the longer dog should be sticking out the bottom. The longer spike. I love single blade reference, sling blade reference. Ain't got no gas in it. I'm very sorry for her being absent. As you know, we have had a plate full of bad administration and economy. I know, Johnny. I'm not upset or anything, buddy. I just want to put it in and see your face whenever it cranks and you smile. That's the best part. I'm getting into echoes lately. That's right. That's right. I just when you fix something for Johnny and it works, the smile on his face is contagious. I tell everybody, he got one of them smiles you couldn't beat it off his face with a 2x4 if you tried to. That's right. Johnny gets excited, and I love excitement. I like seeing people get excited when we fix things. I'm sorry, I just do. Makes me happy. I like Echo. Did you see that new Echo I got, Johnny? Good night, Ryan. Look here, Johnny. This is my new toy that I bought for myself. It's a 355 rear handle is what it is. I bought that little 3-prong spike. I got this 18-inch bar. Because I'm going to pour the snot out of this thing and see if I can't make it almost as powerful as a 65 or 70 cc saw. Can we do it? Maybe. Probably not, but we're going to try. We're going to make it powerful enough we can use it. And it has a big hole for some really nice activities. We might could even... maybe. It'll probably be a piece of pipe because I like the way pipe looks better. But I do like it. It's light. You can hold it up in the air. You can hold it out. Now, with my arm this way, it's easier for me to hold it. But, you can hold it out. Build it for wood mode. That's right. I find that carrying them little saws around has just been so much easier. And, well, I may do some surprising, but I ain't going to say anything on here because if I say anything, it won't be a surprise once they find out. Hopper and gang, will a clutch drum off a 372 work on a 572? I'm not 100% sure 902. I know the 575 and the 372 run the same drum, but I'm not sure about the 572. My guess would be yes, but I cannot verify that 100%. Flip, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. I love my Echo 3510. It has some porting and a pipe runs strong. I've never seen a 3510. I actually have a 4510 for sale that I've done some port work on, and it's right smart. Jeff, what's up, buddy? Howdy. I'm out for today. Thanks for the chat. See you next week, maybe with some Pro Max 700 questions. All right, Christoph, have a good night, buddy. We appreciate you. I believe that's what sells the 500i. that is ported so popular. Power to weight ratio is king. That's right. I'm telling you, I did. I thought them little rear handle saws was goofy until I run that over yonder for a day and seen what it would actually do. And then I was like, there's something to this. But I did put an 18-inch bar on it with 050 chain, and it takes a little more power to pull that one than it did the 043 chain. But it still, yeah, it'll pull that 18-inch bar. It's a little slower, but it will pull it. Oh, if Briscoe's got a 572 for sale, you can better believe that thing will probably be stout. Oh, Charlie lets them work. He makes them get after it. Oh, Charlie, he builds a heck of a saw. I tell you, he does. EM, what's up, buddy? How's it going? Yeah, you won't be disappointed with one of Briscoe's saws. Matter of fact, I've got a 4910, and I've been thinking about sending it to Briscoe and having him port mine, so I don't have to. $500, I really use that much gas. I didn't think mine didn't use that much gas, Michael. Not, not compared to some of the other stuff I run. Dave, what's up? Sucks it's dark already. Was wondering why my truck was off. That's right. Oh, how you doing, EM? Good to see you, buddy. I'm tired, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. But my eyes just want to be closed. Joey. You know I will, Joey. I usually let you know first. I like them. I got some ideas. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do yet, but I think I've got some ideas. But after Mama found out I bought that not new one, I don't think she was real happy about it. So I'm gonna have to sell at least one of them for sure. I don't know which one yet, but if anybody out there knows where there's a 192 rear handle or a cylinder for a 192 rear handle, I'm looking for that. I've got some parts to build a 192 rear handle, but I don't have a good cylinder. How many pieces have you had?
2 pieces.
Okay, now I said you could have a couple pieces, and 2 is a couple.
Okay.
So you probably don't need any more right now.
Okay.
Wait till Mama gets home.
Then we can have candy.
I'm not gonna promise you anything, but she might let you have some more. She might not. So go in there and watch your cartoons, okay?
But no, I want my phone.
Well, you left it at the church, and Amber's got it, so you can't have it till tomorrow. Well, it's your fault because you left it there.
Oh my God. He left it. I didn't know.
Well, you're supposed to remember stuff like that.
No.
All right, go in there and watch your cartoons, okay? She is something else. I got a piston, Joey, but I don't have a good cylinder. The 192 cylinder for the rear handle cylinder is different than the top handle cylinder. And I don't have a good 192 cylinder because the one that I got, it doesn't have transfer in it. The chrome's actually scalded off the inside of the cylinder. Thoughts about low tension rings? I'm still not sure it works. I don't prefer low tension rings, Flip. it's controversial. People have their reasons for what they do and stuff like that. I prefer the heavier seal on the cylinder and as much compression as I can get, because if you've seen Smitty's video earlier talking about torque, the more torque you make at a higher RPM, the more horsepower you're making. So anytime you run low tension rings, you might not make quite the horsepower because you don't have quite as much compression. Now, some people say that the compression blows the ring out and this and that, and that may be true. It might be. I don't have any numbers on it. All I know is I like the rings that have a little more tension on them than the ones that don't. It's my personal preference. I mean, even if somebody showed me data going the other way, I still probably wouldn't change my mind. I mean, I might, but I like lots and lots of compression. Now, some of the low tension rings do build good compression. Some of them don't. It just depends on the saw, the manufacturer, and how the ring's seated and stuff like that. Joey made me a great pipe. That's right. She is a cutie, ain't she, Fat Mouse? She's rotten. 592 drinks fuel and definitely keeps your eye on the barrel. That's right. The way you can tell, Joey, the 192 top handle cylinder, if you hold it with the intake up, the plug will stick out this way. So if the piston goes in the back, the intake's up, the plug sticks out this way. If it's a rear handle, the plug will stick out. If you're holding the cylinder the same way, it'll stick out towards the... I'll show you. Hold on a second. This is a rear handle cylinder. See where the plug is? It sticks out like if you're holding it like this, you know, you're holding it like you're looking at the back of it. Intake's here, plug sticks out this way. The plug will be like this on a top handle. It'll come out right here. So that's how you tell it. For it to be a rear handle, the plug has to be sticking out the top of the head. I actually have a 192 rear handle or top handle cylinder here. That would be great, because I want to port the snot out of one of them and put it together. I actually ordered a top handle for that one because the handle was broke, and I ordered it before I tore it apart because I just happened to find it at a good price. And then when I tore it apart, the cylinder was roached, and I mean it is roached. Okay. I hear them squeaking in there. They're playing. They're laughing and running around in the den. I don't know exactly where I put that top handle cylinder. I've got it somewhere in here. It's always running around somewhere. I thought I had it in this box, but I don't see it in there. There's a set of bearings and wheels for something. I don't remember what it's for though. Probably something in that box. I do not know where that other cylinder is right now, y'all. I had it out the other day looking at it. I don't know what I did with it. I really don't. I think I'm gonna order a new piston for the 193 and sell it. My idea, I got a Sachs Domar with a 38 millimeter ring adjusted to a 37 millimeter piston. And it runs like crazy for 10 hours already without scoring. So I'm on your side about this. Yeah, I like that. What's wrong with your 193, Joey? Is it a rear handle or a top handle? Jason, hello, my brother. Hope you're well. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, it's already dark out and it's only 6:30. That's right. Good to see you, buddy. Top panel and real clean plastic. Trying to think, Joey. No, I couldn't do that. So I wonder if I could convert that thing to a rear handle. But the plug would be in the wrong place. Yeah, the plug would be in the wrong place. I guess I could take that. I could take that one cylinder and see if I could drill a hole in the top of it and move the spark plug. It is an aftermarket cylinder, so I don't have anything in it. Wait a minute. I know where the cylinder's at. Give me just a second. I put it in the cylinder drawer, I believe. Yippers, sure did. I authenticated it. Plastic off of it. Oh, this is a nice chair, Ruger. When my other one broke, I got this one, and I was gonna put it over there, and I thought, well, why should I sit in an uncomfortable chair when I bought the nice chair? I might as well be the one sitting in it. Wife called me for supper. Been a blast, boys. Talk to y'all next Sawturday. All right, fine, master. Have a good one, buddy. We appreciate you. Some horse trading going on. This is where the plug comes out. This is a rear handle or top handle saw cylinder. It comes out here. The rear handle comes out like over here. I guess I could yeah. I guess I could cut the fins down, I reckon, and go in there and start take the TIG and lay some aluminum down in there and re-drill and tap the spark plug hole. I mean, is it practical? Probably not. Is it possible? Probably. Drew. I just seen you pop in there. Next Saturday is our opening day of deer season. Need to go fill our freezer. That's right. There's Drew. Happy hunting. Mark Wilson, what's up, buddy? Andrew, I figured you was going to make it over here today to have a look at this 361p. Or are you trying to wait till I get it ported? Oh, mercy. Andrew's probably going to wait till I get it ported and then come over. You're like, now that you got it ported, I want to come over and try it out. My neck's been really messed up. Been cleaning out my building today. I put all the 660, 066 stuff in toast so I can do something with it. Oh, okay. I got a blue 660 I need to do something with. Thought I heard concrete crunching. Did a port job, and the guy called me about 6 months later, said he pulled the muffler and the rings are broken, cracked in the piston on a 461 steel. Any ideas why this would happen? If it broke the rings, Jason, it may be, depending on how wide you made the exhaust port. If you widen it too much, or if you make the port, if the top surface of the port goes straight out and then drops off square, that will break them sometime. You know, if you see some of my videos where the top of my exhaust port looks kind of like this, the reason that I do that and I don't square them off flat is when you open the port up wider, the ring can come out into the port a little bit. Well, if you make the port like this, it will, as the piston comes up, it will squeeze the ring back into the ring landing, and it helps the rings move in and out of the piston easier, because they will open and close a little bit as the piston goes over the ports. Sometimes it's a minute amount, but if you make the port really big and the chamfer's not super heavy, the ring will kind of snag on the port a little bit and it'll break them. So depending on how your port shape is, if he sends it back to you and you go in there and look at it, check the ring land, measure the ring landing, right in here, measure it where the exhaust port is, and then come around to the side and measure it. And if your ring landing seems to be like this, like it's kind of opening up, it was probably hammering on the port. If you replace the piston and the rings, put a heavier chamfer around the port. If your port timing is still like in if you're in the 101 or 102 range, you might can take the port up a little bit in the middle and kind of get some of the arch back to it. Now I'm just telling you, but what I know, I don't know what it looks like, but if that be the case, you might be able to re-arch the port a little bit and make it a little more ring friendly. Plan on coming over tomorrow when you get home from church. Jake will be with me. All right. You don't want what he's talking about, trust me. A little extra volume. It's not worth the sacrifice. Yeah. Andrew found that out firsthand. Yeah. His wasn't lucky enough to just very light port job, maybe move them 4 degrees. It could just be the chamfer on the edges of your ports, Jason. The 192 cylinder I have is for a top handle. I figured it probably was, Joey. The rear handle ones are hard to find. Whoops. Yeah. I can't say that I haven't done it. Yeah, ran good till he didn't. I can't say that I haven't done the exact same thing. The only thing is, with the one that I did, I was lucky because when I put it together and tried to roll the motor over, the ring hung on the exhaust port when I was turning it by hand. So I knew there was a problem. I could feel it chunk. And I got to looking up in there and I noticed that it had done what it was doing. And I pulled it back down and went in there and rechamfered and reshaped the exhaust port just a little bit and lowered the cylinder down a little bit more. And unfortunately, some of that stuff you don't find out until it ain't good anymore. Yeah, I know, Andrew. I know, trust me. I've been lucky a time or 3. And yeah, them things can be real goofy. And unfortunately, it's like I said, sometimes you don't find out until it's bad. I have a 180C steel, like to swap the carb to an adjustable carb. Which carb would be the easiest to swap? All right, I did that yesterday, Mark. The one that I normally put on there is an 025, 021, 023, or 025. Whichever one has the 2 screws on it. Yeah. When you swap one over, depending on your saw now, if you got an older 180, some of them still had the screw holes in them. Some of them do not. The carburetor you get makes a difference too, because some of the steels have real wide screws and the aftermarket ones are real close screws, and the old 021 had real close screws. Ain't no problem, Jason. If you have some pictures or something you're not sure, if you go on one of my videos and click in the little thing underneath the video, my email address is in there. You can send me pictures of the thing, and I can help you talk with it too. But on the 180, if you find a Walbro 021, 023 carb with adjustable screws, the throttle linkage will work. You have to pull the cover off. You have to pull this cover off, take your throttle linkage off, put it on the carburetor, and put it in there. Now, to modify your carburetor, you have to, well, actually, yeah, here's the one. This is the one that I took off of the 180. All right, the new carburetor does not have this slot in it right here. It just has a hole. And you just put your linkage in. Matter of fact, if you give me just a second, I actually have the stuff you're wanting to know about sitting here on the table. When you go to put the carburetor on for an 023, you have to take this, reach up in here, and put it in the hole like this, then put the carburetor on, then put your trigger assembly and stuff on. You have to put the trigger on like this, and then put the handle together, because there's no slot in it. Now, you can cut a slot in it. I don't. The other thing you have to do if you put an 021 carburetor on it is right here is the pulse hole. On an 021, 023, or 025, the pulse hole will be over here on one side or the other, and this will be a brass plug. You have to fill the pulse hole with epoxy or something and let it cure, and you have to drill a hole through the back brass plug to let the pulse work. Then when you put the carburetor on, there won't be any holes over here, and you have to drill holes for the adjustment screws. And some of them, the little black piece that goes on the back, you will have to grind a chunk out of it to let the screws stick up, and you have to cut the cover too. Give me just a second. I can't show you a whole lot because it's put together, but I'll show you what I can. Eyes are coming. See, I had to cut this hole, and I had to kind of drill this hole at an angle, a little bit more of an angle. I had to drill this hole all the way through so you could reach the idle screw, because originally this is the idle screw. And when you get done converting it, this will be the low screw, this will be the high screw, and this will be the idle screw. Now you have to drill them. And what I do is I hold the saw up like this, and I point the drill bit where I want it and try to guess and go through there and get it. But this little saw right here runs good now. It's a 170, but same as the 180. Trigger works good. It runs good. These little saws do wonders when you put a good carburetor on. But I do have a video on converting one, but I don't remember if I went over everything real well. Thoughts on running one ring versus running two rings? If I can run two rings out of them, I do. If it's a one ring piston, I don't worry about it. I prefer two, but I will run one, no problem. Mine doesn't have screw. Most of them don't, Mark. You'll have to drill them. You have to cut it and drill it. 020 carb works well for the 020T and the 200s that don't have the high side adjustment too. Cheaper than, that's right, I have done that. Wiseco pistons only run one ring, that's right. I don't have a problem with a single ring piston, but I like two rings if I can get them. Guys like one ring for less drag, and they want RPM. Yeah, I figured 14 to high 15,000 is plenty enough. Ain't no problem, Mark. And I believe faster throttle response. That's something I don't normally have a problem with, is throttle response. Most everything I've ever had was pretty much there. It's either idling or rev limiter. No real issues with one ring or two ring. Two rings tend to give a little more stability in the cylinder and are supposed to give more long-term durability. That's right. What's up, goats? Yeah, I do like two rings. I mean, I run lots of stuff with one ring pistons because they don't make two ring pistons. But if there's an option for two ring, I usually will run a two ringer because I like to make as much torque as possible. Because horsepower is good, but gobs of torque is even better, I think. The more torque you got, the more better it is. Filing my finger. When your skin's hard enough to file it, you know you need some. I put lotion on my hands yesterday and my skin's still hard. But you know what's weird? You know something that I didn't think about, Andrew? You know, when we built the Alki-Saw, it had a single ring piston in it. And when I done the work on it and changed it over, I put a two ring piston in it, and it revs higher with the two ring piston in it than it did with a single ring. And I don't think we did any more port work. That's right. The torque carries you through the log. That's why them heavy flywheels make such a big difference. I didn't say that. I did not say that. I don't know nothing about no heavy flywheel. Well, I didn't port it more after the piston swap. We pulled it down, ported it, and put the old piston back in it the second time I ported it. The third time we pulled it down, put crank bearings and stuff like that. Of course, I did put crank bearings in it. And it had them old original bearings that come in, and I put SKFs in it. Well, I'd cut the stinger off too before the last rebuild. We run it in the same configuration, but the crank bearings that I put in it are SKFs instead of the other ones. And it could have been high harmonic noise from the crank bearings slowing it down. That's something we could get into as well. No, I never did any machine work on Andrew. I was going to. When I changed the piston, I just measured the original piston that was in it and cut it back to the same thing. So I didn't have to set the clearance or anything. So I didn't have to reset the squish or nothing. We'd already perfected it, and we'd run the far out of it and burnt that piston up, and I changed it over to a two ringer. And the only reason I did that's because it was here. Yeah, it was already here, so. That's probably what I ought to do is. Now, I do have another cylinder over here that's got some horrendous port work that I did not do. And my intentions with that one are to do some machine work on it eventually and slap it on the Alki-Saw and see how it does with bigger ports in it if that pipe can draw more fuel. Have a nice weekend, y'all. It's Sunday already here. All right, Flip, have a good one, buddy. What's up, high water? The one, there's one, Andrew, I'm not even sure who done it. I'm not even sure. I don't know where it come from because them other cylinders was ruined. This other one, I'm not sure where it came from. And it wasn't that the work looked bad, it was just in the wrong place. But I think I can fix it. Maybe. Oh, I got my little. Did I show you the Echo on here, Andrew, or did you? Well, I sent you a picture of it. You seen it with the little 3-point dog and stuff. It's a cute little saw. I do like it. It's shiny. Oh, I need to make a saw rack to go in the back of my truck on one side too. Oh, click on that picture that I sent you, or I could just show it to you here. Yep. Overkill. This is the one that came on it. This was like well, you can tell that you can tell that one's bigger because of the way it is. See, you can tell it's bigger because it's bigger. It looks larger than the other one because it's larger than the other one. It just stuck out far enough where the case wouldn't hit the wood. Good heavens alive, Matty Matt. Where have you been? I've been wondering where you was. I finally got that little 020 rear handle put together. Oh, and the little 192 rear handle, Matt, was not a 192, it was a 193. Yeah, it like the West Coast. That was a Nick Stokel red beard. I ordered it straight from his website, Drew. I threw the packaging away the other day, I think. Yeah, I did. That little spike was on like $18. I need to put the dogs on the 880. Just don't want to take the bar off. I understand that, Joey. So, yep. That's the reason why I put that dog on this one, because the bar was not on it yet. Now, one thing that I do not like about this little Echo is it runs 10 millimeter bar nuts. That's the one thing that I don't like about this little saw. It uses this. This is the scrunch that it uses. And for some reason, I can't see the scrunch that I've had sitting here on the table the whole time I've been here. This is the scrunch. It'll almost fit over it. But this is the difference. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get me some 1/2-inch hex, and I'm going to put it in the lathe, and I'm going to turn it down. I'm going to drill a hole through it, and I'm going to thread it 6x100, and I'm going to make me a set of extended bar nuts that are 1/2 inch, so I can use a regular size scrunch and not have to carry this scrunch when I'm out in the woods, because I don't want to. Oh, and one of the scrunches that Christoph sent me. Look at this. For scale, this is a regular one. And so that you know they're side by side. $10 millimeter on this end. 8mm on this end, 4mm hex. I love this. I actually used this the other day. It's kind of fun. Oh, yeah. Well, they're just goofy. I mean, look. You can't even put a bigger nut in there because it'll hit. Because I had thought about making bigger bar studs. So what I'm going to do is just make nuts that are a little bit longer that I can use a 1/2 inch on them, and they'll go down in there and touch and still be able to do what they're supposed to do. Make it nice or make it twice. You you know, I'm thinking about repair problems. You know, I don't want to have to carry 2 scrunches. And sure as the world, if I just carried this scrunch, then somebody would have a Husky, and all I'd have would be a 10mm and a 3/4. That's right. Not complaining. It's cool. Make it what you want it to be. That's right. Don't take it as it is. Make it the way you want it. I seen on Amazon some of those, like the V Modest at under 90 delivered. Oh, yeah. I thought about making some type of stack to go on that thing and run an air filter on top of it. I may do that. I need one of those more for when I'm working on generators. Yeah, this little thing right here is handy. Wished it wasn't so long, but, you know, it does make a nice T-handle. Oh, mercy. But, oh. Trying to pop my neck some more. I got some, I do have some bone spurs in my neck, and they crunch and going. Yeah, I found that V Modest on Facebook, Andrew. They actually make the 2511 rear handle already. I sent a picture of it to Tanton the other day. That thing's like $369. It's like the same cost as that thing. I thought that, like, the top handle's like $100 and some, but the rear handle's like double that. I need a new filter set up on my 51 cheap stack. Let tons of fines in, and removing it causes air leak on the carb. Well, the 51 has a choke on it, don't it, Brandon? When on one of the saws that I did recently, I bought one of the little air filter adapters for a scooter or something off of Amazon, and I machined it to fit on the saw and throwed it on there and put one of them other filters on it, and that son of a gun worked good. Anyone got a 394 cylinder stashed away they might want to let go of? Whew, that's a terrible question, Super Dave. I might have to do a little looking. What kind of money are you thinking about spending? Yeah, the 50 is the one that doesn't have the choke on it. The air filter does it. Neck be healed, all pain go right now in Jesus' name. Thank you, Lord, that you love us. Thank you, Jason. I appreciate that. I need all the prayers I can get. Brandon, instead of using the one that looks like a K&N, get the Uni that's made a foam. The reason I say that, Super Dave, is I may know where there's a couple 394 cylinders. Do you want a brand new one? Or do you want a good used one that needs a helicoil in the spark plug hole? Them brand new ones ain't cheap. Especially since there ain't nobody in the country got one except for this one feller I know. At least if they do got one, I ain't found another one. But somewhere around here, I do have one that has a spark plug hole stripped in it, needs to be fixed. Yeah. Now, I do have another box of stuff that I hadn't looked through yet. Well, if they building a race saw and they ain't afraid of fixing the spark plug hole, I'll have to find it. But I'm sure there's one around here with a bad plug hole, because the cylinder's great and the plug hole's messed up. I weren't going to throw it away. If anything, what I have done on some of the ones that the plug holes was bad in them is I taper pipe thread them. Then I screw a piece of tapered pipe in it. I lock it down, then I thread it for the spark plug. Now, I hadn't tried doing a smaller one yet, but I have done an 18 millimeter one, and I can only imagine that I could probably get a 14 millimeter one to work as well. Of course, what I could do is just do a piece of, I could do a piece of aluminum, because I know somebody's got a pipe plug threader or pipe threader. Just cram a bigger plug in. Just JB welded in the hole. It'll be all right. I could figure something out. Brendan, about 5 mil. Impacts don't usually care. That's right. Just beat her on in there till she goes. What's up, Pepe? Just plug the hole and drill it for the top. Put a head on it. I guess you could cut the top of the cylinder off, just put a head on it. Yeah. I do have a box of stuff. I don't know if a helicoil will work in it or not, Jason. I do use the steel inserts from Napa, but I've not measured the hole, so I don't know. I don't know how it is. I'm going to have to check it out. But I do have a box of stuff that I have not went through that I traded for that has a bunch of old 394 stuff in it. And I don't know if there's a cylinder in there or not. Matter of fact, I don't know what's in it at all. I should probably have looked in it, being that. Anyway, I traded for it. Just crank the plug until it starts to loosen up, and then back it a little. Put some green Loctite on it. That's right. It can be fixed. It can definitely be fixed. It wouldn't be the first one I fixed. That's for sure. But I'll have to find it, Super Dave, and send you some pictures of it. We'll get a phone call and figure it out. What's up, Jeffrey? Oh, I did not even notice, y'all. It's already past the 2-hour mark. Oh, mercy. I'm going to have to go in here and get after them youngins and make sure they ain't made a mess. Green Loctite and anti-seize, they will cancel each other out. That's true, they will. Cross thread better than no thread. Don't do that. Don't do that. I guess if it ain't yours, but I hate having to fix that stuff. Oh, mercy. All right, y'all. Almost 13,000 subs. That's right. I'm going to start making some videos. We're going to get some of this mess cleaned up out here, and I have got to get back to using this tripod because I hadn't 3 new saws today. That's right. Let me know when you get home from church tomorrow. All right. All right, y'all. I'm going to go in here and look after these youngins because it's getting late. They're going to have to go to bed here in a little bit because Daddy needs a break. Hope the young ones got her tore up in there. Yeah, they probably do, Jeffrey. I'm probably going to have to go in there and get the whip out after them. Hey, man, have a good night. God bless y'all. I need Joey at my house today. But ain't no problem, Pepe. Thank you, buddy. All right, y'all. I'm going to let y'all go. Y'all have a good day. Stay safe. Be kind. Treat each other the way you want to be treated. God bless. Remember, Jesus loves you. So do I. All right, y'all. Bellhopper out. Bye.